Hi guys, how you doing? In today's video I'm going to be doing a repair on the rear tyre of the V-STROM. The bikes have been off the road for a few days, well 2 weeks. The weather hasn't been great and I've been working nights, so I haven't been using the bikes, and today I decided to get both bikes out and give them a wash and a check over. So everything was in order until I came to checking the tyres, and this rear tyre only had 7 psi in it, so obviously that means that it's punctured. So I blew the tyre up, spun the wheel round and sprayed my soapy water on it, and you can see that air's leaking out at here, and there is a little nail of some sort in there. So what I'll need to do is try and dig that nail out and repair the puncture. Every bike that I've got, I carry a puncture repair kit with me. All of them live under the seats. In the kit you've got your little bradawl, your applicator for putting the string in, and some strings. So I'm going to use a kit identical to that, but one that I use for the car, on this, and we'll get that puncture repaired. So this is a kit here that I use on the cars, and like I say, I carry an identical kit, slightly smaller, on the bikes. So let's get the camera set up and we'll try and get that nail or screw or whatever it is out the tyre. Right, first things first, before I take the screw or the nail or whatever it is out that tyre, what I like to do is get everything prepped. So I'm going to use one of these little stringy things, and you just thread that through the little tool here. It can be a bit awkward to get started, but once you've got it started, you just pull that through and just make sure that it's fairly equal, like so, because this will end up staying inside the tyre. So once I've got that prepped, I can set about removing the nail out the tyre. Now the reason why I do it this way is, once you pull that nail out and start opening up the hole, you're going to lose a lot of air. So to minimise that, I have all this prepared before I start. Also, it's easier to ream the hole out when there's air in the tyre, because it gives the tyre a bit of strength, and again it's easier to push this in and pull it out when there's air in the tyre, because you're not pushing against a flat tyre, if that makes sense. So now that I've got that prepared, I'll get that drilled out, and what I'll also do as well is I'll use some vulcanising glue just on the strips here. I'll put some glue on the strips just prior to pushing it in, and again that's belt and braces, but you don't need to use the vulcanisation glue. That's just an optional extra. I've done loads of tyres in the past without using the glue, and none of them have ever let me down. Let me down. Right, let's make a start and we'll get that nail out. Right, we've got a little bit of zoom there, and there is a fending object or nail or whatever it is that's in there. So that's what I want to take out. In the kit as well, you normally get a little pair of pliers like so, but I'm going to use my daddy ones to get that out. So I'll bring you out a little so you can see. I've got my tool ready, like so, and now I want to try and get this nail out. Easier said than done because it's in quite far. Stick this in gear. There we go. Right, got a hold of it there, nearly. Right, it's a tiny, tiny, tiny little tack. God knows where I picked that up from. So I've got my finger over there, over the hole just now, just to stop it leaking, and as soon as I take my finger off this hole, it's going to all start rushing out. Right, now to get the bradawl in. Because it's such a small hole, it's a bit harder to rasp it. But that's it. There, as you can see there, that's the rasp right in there. Maybe if I adjust you a little bit, you'll see better. So I'm just giving that a little clean out. Right, that should do it for cleaning. And now it's just a matter of popping this in. Now these can be tight going in, and I think that the glue that you put on it, the vulcanization glue, that helps lubricate it as well. So there we go. You don't need loads of this stuff, but now that that's lubed up, we'll pull this out and swap it over. Again, I've got my finger over the hole. Just to stop the air leaking out. Now, can you imagine trying to do this when the tyre's completely flat? Should have taken that number plate off because I'm going to end up headbutting that. I should have maybe used the other reamer on that. Let's go on that. There we are. Right. You want to leave about ½ an inch sticking out. So just give it a little twist and then pull. Like so. Now you're left with the two little tails, and with your knife, wherever I put the knife, you just want to cut that off. So we'll just cut that off flat or flush with the tyre itself. There we go. And that'll be that. And that's the repair. Now, a lot of people say, oh no, you should never plug your tyre, it's bloody dangerous. Yeah, it can be, but every motorcycle that I've got, the Honda as well, that's got a plug in the, well, not that tyre, it's a brand new tyre, but the last tyre had a plug in it, and that tyre done 12,000 miles, and I'd probably say about 6,000 of them, it had a plug in it. And my last bike, the Bandit, that also had a plug in it as well, right at the back, and I never ever changed that, and it never ever leaked, and I never had any problems with it. So just to double check that that leak's fixed, I'll just spray some soap on it, and as you can see there, absolutely no bubbles whatsoever. So we'll call that a fix, and that's what I do. So there we have it, guys, one puncture repaired, and I'll leave a link down in the description for where you can pick up a kit similar to that, and these are lifesavers, they really are. So in the kit, when you do buy it, you'll get a rasp, the applicator tool, and some strips. You may get a knife. I don't think I got a knife in this kit. I didn't know, but what I've got in there, I've just added to the kit. Just bits and pieces that I think I'll need, like cable ties, a better knife, and a pen. You never know when you're going to need a pen. And yeah, that's really it. So guys, if you have made it this far, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.